Hello and welcome to Prudent IAS, one-stop solution for all the competitive exams. Today our topic will be from international relations. The approach for this video will be the same like all our previous videos. We'll choose one topic, do some discussion over the topic, then I'll give you one sample model question and give you a sample model answer where I'll be telling you the do's and don'ts of answer writing. So let's begin with the topic. India-Turkey relations, a historical journey. Now, why this topic? Because India-Turkey relations are in news because of the support given by Turkey to Pakistan during the recent India-Pakistan conflict. So, while studying international relations, you have to be very careful about the current developments that are taking place, and accordingly, you need to give priority to the nations. For example, if there are some disputes going on for like India-US is also very important because US is imposing some sanctions, some tariffs, etc. Some extreme measures are being taken. India-Turkey and likewise for all the other nations. So this video will focus mainly on the answer writing part. I'll be telling you when you will study India-Turkey or such topics and what all parameters you need to keep in mind. So slide by slide we will be discussing on all those parameters. India-Turkey share a rich diplomatic history dating back to 1948. Why? Because Turkey recognized India immediately after its independence in 1947. So this shows that we had very good relations back in 1947. What were the key aspects of the India-Turkey relations? While studying any topic, first you need to keep in mind the historical background. Second, the key relations, the changes, the turning points that made the relations good or sour. What is the historical context? India and Turkey share deep-rooted civilizational ties which were exemplified by the Khilafat movement in 1990 to 1924. In the history section, you all must have read about the Khilafat movement when Indian Muslims supported the Ottoman Caliphate's survival. So it was a very strong reason for India and Turkey to have extremely good ties. But then came August 2019, which was a turning point in the relations of India and Turkey. India's revocation of Article 370, which stripped Jammu and Kashmir of special status, became a critical juncture in the bilateral relations. Now, Kashmir is anyways very dear to India and a very sensitive topic, and Turkey's stance on specifically Kashmir was the main reason of the turning point in these ties. What was the Turkey's reaction? The president strongly condemned the move, calling it a violation of human rights and raising Kashmir repeatedly at the global forums in the United Nations General Assembly repeatedly in 2019, 20, 21. So this was the point when India decided that okay, they will have to sever the ties with Turkey because of its stance on Kashmir. What is the current status? Despite political, potential economic cooperation, diplomatic relations have become strained between the two nations. Yes, we can develop some very good economic partnerships. We will even see the slides about the economic partnerships and how they are getting deteriorated. Whenever we are studying about two nations, the bilateral dynamics is extremely important. What you will understand in the bilateral dynamics, first up is that the kind of partnership they have. So, India and Turkey, traditionally the relationship was friendly, but it was limited in the strategic depth. So, we don't have much MOUs signed on the strategic base. So, we have limited strategic partnership with Turkey. In 2017, Turkish diplomatic visit was done when the president visited and aimed to strengthen the trade ties, but no major security or strategic partnerships emerged, as we have with USA. Now, the Pakistan-Turkey alliance, because Pakistan is our enemy and Turkey has very good relations with Pakistan. Turkey's ideological and religious affinity with Pakistan influences its foreign policy in the South Asia. So again, this is a point of contention. Defense cooperation challenges. Again, Turkey and Pakistan have developed closer defense cooperation, including the joint naval exercise like Ataturk 11 and sharing of drone technology. This partnership complicates India-Turkey relations. So first up, Turkey's stance on Kashmir back in 2019 was the point. Then Turkey's friendliness and closeness with Pakistan is also complicating the relationship with India. We don't have some strategic partnerships, but in the defense sector, it is having some partnerships, some naval exercises with Pakistan. What is Turkey's position on Kashmir? We'll look at this in detail because this is the main issue. First up is the diplomatic criticism. Now, the choice of words is extremely important. You will use terms like diplomatic criticism. The president and the other Turkish leaders have consistently criticized India's Kashmir policy, accusing of human rights abuses even right from 2019. The Organization of the Islamic Countries Advocacy, Turkey has pushed the Kashmir agenda within the OIC. A grouping India is not a part of allowing Turkey to lead the campaign against India. Now, India is not a part of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and therefore Turkey is free to raise the Kashmir agenda and to lead a campaign against India. Territorial dispute stance. Ankara's rhetoric aligns with Pakistan's claim that Kashmir is a disputed territory, opposing India's view of it as an internal matter. So, see, the issue is just same that India feels and it is all of course right, that Kashmir is the internal issue. But because of Turkey's position, first up, because of the diplomatic criticism, second, his advocacy in the OIC, and then the stance that it is not an internal matter, are the points regarding with Kashmir which are complicating the India-Turkey ties. Pakistan alliance is already discussed. Turkey is now vocally supporting Pakistan for Kashmiri separatists, and backing the Pakistan has heightened the tensions with India. In the recent conflicts also, you have seen Turkey is openly supporting Pakistan. Now, what are the diplomatic consequences? So first up, we'll understand about the bilateral progressions. Then we'll discuss about the diplomatic consequences. Cancelled state visits. Now, following the president's critical remarks, India cancelled the planned visit in 2020 because the president made some remarks in 2019 about Kashmir. So it's important to understand what are the consequences of each remark made by the leaders, signaling the diplomatic displeasure. This very move taken by the India was the beginning of displeasure and diplomatic severness between India and Turkey. Cooled bilateral ties now again, with fewer higher level visits and official exchanges between the two nations. So we need to keep in mind that with which countries we are having most number of high level visits, which countries are visiting. Just ऐसे ही मोदी जी नहीं जाते हैं घूमने के लिए. These are all with some purpose. If the prime minister or the leader is visiting some nation, then definitely they want to signal something, maybe mutual friendliness or some other aim. Negative public sentiment, of course, in India, the public sentiment is totally negative. On Instagram and everywhere you're studying just boycott Turkey, Ixigo, and they have all cancelled the hotels and flight bookings in Turkey. So several protests and social media campaigns have already called for boycott the Turkish goods as well. Now, why this holds extreme importance? Because we'll understand in the economic partnerships that there are a number of tourists which visit Turkey annually. Impacted international cooperation as well. Now, the strain has impacted the cooperation between India and Turkey even on the international platforms like the United Nations General Assembly because of the Turkey's stance. So, first, we got to know about the historical context, then the turning point, the bilateral ties, its consequences. Now we'll focus on the economic partnerships till date. So the peak trade, that is a bilateral trade, reached its highest point in 2020-23. Now, very important to note here is, despite of the Turkey's stance and the complicated relations post 2019, we had the highest trade in 2022-23. This means that the diplomatic relations were going different level than from the economic. Economically, we were flourishing. Current trade volume in 2023-24, if you will compare, then yes, it is less than the previous financial year. Indian visitors, approximately 300,000 Indian visitors visited Turkey in 2024. Now, the tourism sector is very important for any country's economic development, and Indian tourists are, of course, aiding in the economy of Turkey. So, boycott by the Indians will have a major role in this development. The revenue generated from the Indian tourists in 2023 was $350 million. That's huge. Both the countries enjoy strong aviation connections, though through the Indigo and the Turkish Airlines. Tech visa initiatives also show that promising collaboration potential. Now, the India-Turkey relations are very different, but see, in the recent times, because of the conflict, there are complications rising, but we cannot ignore the potentials. While writing any answer, you will have to have a balanced approach, and you won't ever promote conflicts. You won't ever say that, okay, we need to just cut off ties with Turkey. No, we need to maintain peace, harmony, build good relations with all the nations. So for those points, for those potential areas, we can always write examples like tech visa, examples like aviation connections through the airlines, the tourism sector. These soft diplomacy areas can be written as potentials. What is the present economic and trade dimension? Political tensions have negatively impacted the investor confidence and slowed trade growth in between both the nations, because there are some strains and therefore businessmen are thinking about investing in both the nations. Tourism decline, of course, as already mentioned. Cultural and tourism exchange have suffered as diplomatic relations cool between the countries. Economic decoupling is there is pressing need to separate political disputes from economic cooperation to sustain the trade relationships. Now, as already seen that despite of a turning point in 2019, the trade was flourishing. So here also the demand is that we need to separate the economy with the political disputes so that the trade remains the same. Next up, historical context was done, bilateral ties, consequences done, economic angle done. Now the strategic and security implications. These are all dimensions which can be used as the heading, which can be used while making notes. Pakistan, China, Turkey axis. Now the role of China again. Turkey's growing military cooperation with Pakistan strengthens Pakistan-China axis, challenging India's regional security environment. Of course, this is a threat to India's national security. Very simple, so I'm not explaining much. Defense collaborations, because Turkey's defense collaboration include joint military exercises and sharing advanced drone technology, which Pakistan uses in Kashmir, as also seen in the recent conflict, that there was a number of warships from Turkey sent to Pakistan. China alignment, Turkey's increasing alignment with China, including participation in BRI, very important. This can be written as an example. It indirectly affects India. Of course, the Muslim world influence, because the influential role of Turkey in Muslim world shapes the global narratives on Kashmir, often against India's interest. Now, in the OIC, as already mentioned, India is not the part and Turkey has a major role to play. So it will influence all the nations against India. So these are the strategic and security implications of India-Turkey ties. What will these implications have impact on regional diplomacy? Terms to be kept in mind that regional diplomacy, this term is very important, can be used multiple times in all the IR answers. Gulf states alignment. Now India is expanding strategic ties with Gulf states. What are the Gulf states? Who are the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, to counterbalance the Turkey's influence. Turkey is trying to influence the OIC countries, but then too we are trying to expand our hold in these nations. Turkey's Islamic bloc. Turkey leads a bloc with Qatar and Malaysia promoting the political Islam, which contrasts with India's partner who emphasizes counter-terrorism and economic cooperation. So we are having some differences in terms of the approaches we adopt with these nations. Turkey focuses more on the political Islam agenda and we focus more on the counter-terrorism and economic cooperation agenda. OIC diplomatic challenge. OIC remains a platform where Turkey raises Kashmir time and again, as already mentioned, which is complicating India's effort to isolate Pakistan diplomatically. See, India often asks to isolate Pakistan for boycott, diplomatic ties, to see where the diplomatic ties with Pakistan. But because of its hold in OIC, we are unable to do so. I2U2 strategy, that is India, Israel, UAE and USA. India's involvement in such groups reflect the strategic pivot to West Asia and beyond. Yes, we are having some regional differences with Turkey, with Pakistan, but we are still expanding our hold in the West Asia. And these forums are exemplifying and helping India to establish a platform to raise its own voices. Now, what is the response, diplomatic response of India? We are asserting the sovereignty. We have firmly rejected the external interference, retreating the Kashmir as an internal issue. The stance on Kashmir is always the same, that it is an internal matter, and we will reject anyone and sever the ties if they say that it is not an internal matter. Gulf diplomacy, enhanced bilateral relations with Gulf nations which maintain relatively neutral or supportive stances on Kashmir. So we'll focus more on those nations who have a similar or supportive stance on Kashmir issue. Track 2 engagement, we have already read about this word in the previous video. Track 2 diplomacy, just tell me in the comment section what is track 2 diplomacy. India is exploring track 2 diplomacy, engaging Turkish civil society, academia and cultural groups to reduce hostility. This will help in establishing better ties. Public diplomacy, campaigns aim to counter the negative Turkish narratives globally. So these are the positive steps that are taken to maintain good relations, and these are some strong steps which have been taken in response. Economic outreach, India promotes economic diplomacy to build mutually benefited ties beyond politics. So yes, we have some difficulties in the political relations, bilateral relations, but still we'll focus more that economy must not disrupt. Whenever reading any topic, you must come up with an approach that how you must balance these challenges. Managing the differences, managing ideological and political differences without escalating tensions is a constant challenge. Balancing engagement, India needs to balance criticism of Turkey's Kashmir stance with pragmatic engagement on trade, counter-terrorism and regional issues. These are the statements which can be used while writing way forward and conclusion, because you need to have a balanced, positive end of the answer. Geopolitical opportunities. Now, Turkey's growing importance in Eurasian geopolitics offers openings for cooperation beyond the bilateral conflict. So yes, we have some opportunities as well on which we can focus. Collaborative potential. Both the countries can explore joint efforts in combating terrorism, technology exchange and cultural. So the areas where we have conflict, we can just ditch those areas and focus more on these areas like tech exchange, cultural cooperation, etc. These topics will be like, these conclusions will be same for a number of nations. So you must have good hold on all these points, and that can be used while writing the answers. Now quickly let's jump to the model question, because this is the main segment of our video. Despite historical linkages, India-Turkey relation remains marked by mutual mistrust. Critically examine the key irritants in the bilateral relationship and suggest the ways to reset the ties. The question clearly has two dimensions. It is a 15-mark, 250-word questions. We'll address first this one and then the ways as well. As I always say, just pause this video, write an answer yourself. When I'll discuss the answer in the upcoming slides, you can do some self-evaluation or just send us your answers in the Telegram group, Answer Writing by Prudent IAS. There you can access others' answers, you can see the evaluated copies, you can do some peer-to-peer interaction. Also, we evaluate one answer daily at no cost. Coming to the model answer, we'll always follow intro, body, conclusion approach. Introduction is India and Turkey share deep historical and cultural linkages, which are dating back to the Ottoman Empire and the Khilafat movement in early 20th century. Despite this, the bilateral relations remain strained primarily due to the political and strategic mistrust. Now, important points to be noted here. It is a 2-line introduction because it is a 15-mark question. We have mentioned all the possible facts, all the possible terms here, like Ottoman Empire, Khilafat movement, and the date as well. So the intro is insightful as well as engaging. Coming to the body of answer, the key irritants in the India-Turkey relations. Heading is self-explanatory. We have underlined it to highlight it. It is as per the demand. Write as per the question language. We have used subheading and point format. The parts which are bold, you can underline them while handwriting the answer. So we won't discuss the matter because we have already done enough discussion. Just focus on structure. Turkey's stance on Kashmir, Turkey-Pakistan strategic partnership, diverging regional alliances, religious and ideological differences. So we have addressed 4 dimensions: the Kashmir stance, Pakistan, diverging alliances, and the ideological differences. Under each we have written 1 or 2 lines because it is a 15-mark question, so we can write this much answer to fulfill the word limit criteria. Focus on the word limit. You can just take a screenshot if you want to read it later. Just note down how we are phrasing the sentences. I'll read out one for you. Turkey's closeness with China and Pakistan contrasts with India's strategic partnerships with the US, UAE, Israel, creating competing geopolitical interest. Terms like India's strategic partnerships, competing geopolitical interest, these are the specific terms related to IR which you need to mention in the answers. Underline these to highlight them. Second dimension is also addressed, that is suggestions to reset the ties. Direct from the question, directly the demand is addressed. Important point, we are not breaching the word limit. In the previous also we used 4. You can use 4 to 5 subheadings in a 15-mark question if you have a number of dimensions, but make sure to write very concise points under these subheadings. Enhance diplomatic dialogue. Focus on economic cooperation, cultural and academic exchanges, that is attract to diplomacy. Collaborate on global issues. Focus more on counterterrorism, technology, climate change and all these issues. Balanced regional engagement. Therefore, we should respect each other's core concerns like Kashmir for India and Turkey's role in Muslim world while working towards a pragmatic diplomacy. Now, these terms like pragmatic diplomacy, just note these terms and use it multiple times in the IR answers. Very simple. The explanation is same. Resuming high-level visits and track to diplomacy to build mutual understanding, because at the end you are going to be an administrator and you will give only positive answers, very balanced approaches. For example, terms like build mutual understanding, right? Cooperation in the fields like counterterrorism, climate change, etc. You may take a screenshot if you want. Just focus on how concisely we are moving from a slide to slide. The most important part is the conclusion. Just don't write this heading. This is for your understanding, right, from this part. While historical linkages provide a foundation, India-Turkey relations suffer from mutual mistrust, which is as per the question, the statement given in the question. It is fueled by Kashmir, regional alignments and ideological differences. So we have mentioned 2-3 dimensions in very brief. Just notice the word. A combination of diplomatic engagement, economic partnership, cultural outreach is essential to reset and strengthen the bilateral ties. Now, this conclusion can be used for a number of answers. For example, if it is India-US, then just mention that whatever historical linkages we have some differences. Just mention those differences. Then a combination of such engagements can be used to reset and strengthen the bilateral ties. So, one approach will fit all in IR in most of the questions. Historical context coupled with the negative developments or challenges, and then you will give a way forward. At the end, what will be your ending line? Such statements like build mutual relations, good relations, healthy relations, reset the strengthen the bilateral ties. Now, some insights. For introduction, you will use 25 to 30 words in 15-mark question. 20 to 25 in 10-mark question. For conclusion, the same word limit will be used. While writing the answers, one thing which I'll suggest you to do, of course, using the timer that I always say, but along with that, if you are taking, suppose 12 minutes per answer, give 30 minutes while reading the answer, just give 30 minutes to structure the answer in the mind. You will have some points, some dimensions in your mind. At least give 30 minutes. You can just jot down the points in the rough section if you want, and then frame the answer. This will lead to a better structure, better content, and then it will be easy for you to write down all the points quickly. This will also save time. So such tricks can be used while writing the answers. This is it for today. The video was very simple because I focused mainly on the points that need to be noted while reading such topics. We will soon progress towards the advance of answer writing, where I'll be bringing up more analytical questions. Just subscribe Prudent IAS to watch those videos and join a Telegram group, Answer Writing by Prudent IAS, for evaluation. Thanks for watching.